but the yarn that I'm using is the Ruma Merino DK. I don't know the colorway, but it's like a dark navy color. I don't know if you can tell. From this background, you might notice that I am not in Japan anymore, in my sister's room anymore. I am now back in France in the same old apartment until January, like the beginning of January, which is going to be exciting. I have enrolled myself into a French language school next week, just for 1 week to start and see like if I like it or not. It was quite an expensive like fee, but yeah, I mean, I only have like a month and a half left of my stay here, so might as well, improve just a little bit before I leave. But I have 2 goals for next year, one of which is going to be passing the B2 DELF exam, and I probably will be doing that in Tokyo. And the second goal, like tangible goal, or like a measurable goal, or I don't know, like, pass-fail goal that I have is to pass the WSET level 3 for like my wine education thing, because that's what I wanted to be doing. I did the level 2. I passed with distinction early this year, or no, mid 2024. So I want to continue on doing that. So yeah, those are the 2. And initially, I was planning to go to like the Alsace region, to like Strasbourg and nearby cities to go to see the Christmas markets for December with my friend, but I don't know if that plan is like going to happen or not. I would like to, maybe it will just be by myself, but I'm very intrigued with that region of France and the Christmas markets, obviously, and like the culture and like the traditions during the holidays over there. But as I have like talked in my last update video, like I'm not feeling 100%. My body is like kind of failing me. Some update on that is that I still don't quite feel 100%, in the sense that, first of all, I am jet lagged here, and my dental issues have been resolved temporarily. Like, the underlying issue hasn't, but the dentist have like came up with a band-aid solution for the time being. Sorry. Which is nice, but I might have to get an implant for my molar, which is quite annoying, but there is a possibility that I don't need to do that, but the chance is quite slim. And like my brother, he has like similar symptoms where his like hand is like flaring up with eczema, just like how I just stroke it very gently. Like, you can see strands of hair just, like falling out of it. But like in these things, well, if it gets worse and worse, and if it becomes like, well, it becomes worse, like, I will go to a doctor. But for the time being, according to my internet surfing, this should subside in about a month or two. So I'll see if the amount of hair that's falling out like reduces or not. And yeah, we'll see. But I have been doing well. Other than that, I tried to keep myself in more positive mood, and one of the things that allow me to do so is knitting. So I've been knitting like crazy. I finished my Monday sweater in like 2 weeks. I'm not a fast knitter by any means, but I just was knitting a lot for 2 weeks in Japan while I was waiting for like my dental appointments and stuff. I would go to cafes with my sister while my sister worked. Like, I would just knit away. And yeah, in another video I will show you guys what my sweater cut looks like. But I also casted on another sweater. So because I'm a beginner knitter, I'm just doing like simple like stockinette sweaters. But the first one, the blouse number 1, is like a very light sweater using 2 strands of mohair, and that had like a contiguous construction. And like, I didn't know anything. I just followed the instruction. I made some mistakes here and there, but because it's mohair, it's less obvious, the mistakes. So I'm fine with that. I enjoy wearing that a lot. But then I did my Monday sweater, which is a raglan, and I really liked how that came out, and I think it was a very good like first sweater, like to knit. And the raglan is like super simple because you just knit in the round, and there's just some like shaping, German short row shaping, which I really enjoyed doing. And the new sweater that I have casted on just today, is the Road Sweater by Ozetta. And I'm knitting this for my mom, which is super exciting. She chose the yarn, color, and the pattern, and she wanted like a dropped shoulder sweater because she's a little bit self-conscious about the width of her shoulder, so she wanted something like drop shoulder to kind of like complement her body shape. And it's so beautiful, and it's my first time doing a drop shoulder construction, and I just finished the shaping of that, and it was quite fun. But the thing is, there's a lot more like knitting in the flat compared to the raglan, because for the raglan you just do the short row different patterns and what gauge or like what color they are using, and how they modify the pattern, and you know, giving like some tips and stuff like that's so super interesting. So I really enjoy those knitting podcasts. But let's talk about the K-dramas that I've been binging. So I watched Mr. Plankton in like 2 days because it's only 10 episodes and it's so interesting, and like I forget the actor's name and the actress name, but like I love them both. And also the guy who works for the male lead, also him, I love him as well. Like everything about him. And I'm not good at like talking about like the plot or anything, because I'm the type of person who would forget like the moment they finish watching. I just remember how much I enjoyed it, and you know, if I would recommend it to people or not. But like the actual stuff that happened, I'm not sure. But it's very like entertaining and engaging, and like there's things happening constantly. So it was super fun to watch. Yeah, so if you guys are on the fence about it, which I don't think you are, because the whole reason why I started to watch is because I see like everyone talking about it. Second is so okay, it's a really long tangent here, but I don't know if you guys are into K-pop. I mean, if you watch K-drama, I assume that you know a little bit about K-pop as well. But do you guys consume K-pop reaction content? Because I used to do that a lot back when I was a stanner. But everything started with G-Dragon for me, okay? Like, I would always talk with my sister. This was in maybe like 2015-ish. So the main album came out, right? And I would constantly be talking with my sister of whether we want to be G-Dragon or we want to be with G-Dragon. The answer is that we want to be G-Dragon, but anyways, so I see that, you know, he came back, and you know, I'm obsessed, kind of. Like, I not like listening to his music like all the time, but you know, it's just such a nostalgic feeling of seeing him like with new songs. Like, I don't know, it's like a sort of like a full circle moment, right? Oh, sorry. So I was consuming a little bit of the K-pop reaction content, and I came across this channel called Ryan and Tiana. I love them. I think yeah, they're both like, they are from Lebanon, and they react to like K-pop content and stuff. And I was watching their reaction. I was like, oh my god, you guys get it. So I subscribed to their Patreon because I like to do that, you know. I don't subscribe to many Patreons, but I was very intrigued, so I subscribed, and I still am subscribed. But they reacted to this K-drama on Patreon, Reply 1988, and I have mentioned this K-drama before. Like how much I loved it, because I just watched it like this year, like a couple of months ago, and I loved it, right? So I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna watch it with them again, you know, with their reaction, and I enjoyed like every single moment of it. I was like, oh my god, yes. Sorry with the noise. So yeah, that's what I slice of life, you know, and it's all about like community and stuff. And okay, sorry for cracking my fingers, but they depict first of all, the actors amazing. It feels like they're real people, right? And the writing, the script as well, it feels like it's very real. And they're, I don't know if it's the director, the writer, the actor, it's probably everyone, but it's so well made. And it feels like, you know, like for me in K-drama, there's like so many things going on, and of course in these things there's so many things going on, but it's like a day-to-day life things that's happening in these dramas. So anyways, I enjoy them a lot. And Hospital Playlist is basically like these 5 doctors who have been friends for like 20 years. They are working in the same hospital, and they also are a band together, like as a hobby. And they started this band like back when they were in college, but they restarted again, you know, and now they're in their late 30s or 40s, right? And so like in every episode they have like a little band session, and the songs are amazing. There's so many like songs, well, most of them I've never heard before, but I think it's sort of like a nostalgic Korean songs, and I don't know, it's so nice, and it makes you feel very cozy on the inside. Sad times, happy and other times. So, but anyways, so yeah, those are what I've been watching. If you have similar taste in K-drama as me, please let me know what you recommend. I like a lot of things, but my sister is watching The Judge from Hell with Park Shin-hye. And I started a little bit. I wouldn't say it's not my cup of tea yet, but those ones that's like super like fantasy driven, it can be unrealistic, you know, because it's a K-drama, like Crash Landing on You. I like it, but like it's super unrealistic, but there's no like fantastical fantasy elements. Not saying that like, but usually I don't go for those. Sorry, but I really want to get into Alchemy of Soul, but I don't know if it's my cup of tea. But like, I love Jun So-min, so maybe that's what's going to be. That was my little rant about K-drama and my update slash health update slash life situation and my goals and things that are coming up. I would love to know how you guys are doing, how, you know, the holidays are approaching as well.